In this video, we're going to meet some misbehaving masculine nouns. Well, not strictly misbehaving, as we'll see, but probably not behaving the way you expect. One of the first things you learn in Spanish is probably that nouns are either masculine, el, or feminine, la. Fortunately, it's fairly easy to guess which gender a noun belongs to in Spanish. It's probably one of the first rules you learnt. Nouns ending in o are usually masculine, like el toro, the bull, and nouns ending in a are usually feminine, like la oveja, the sheep. Unfortunately, like most languages, Spanish likes to mess with our heads sometimes with some cheeky exceptions. There's a whole group of nouns that end in a that are actually masculine. To be more specific, they end in ma. Here are a few of the most common ones. You'll recognise most of them without any translation, as they have cognates in many other languages. El aroma, el clima, el diagrama, el dilema, el diploma, el drama, el enigma, el fantasma, el holograma, el idioma, el panorama, el poema, el problema, el programa, el sistema, el tema. There are some pretty common words in there, and they don't seem to have much in common to help us remember them, but they do have something very particular in common. They're all borrowed from Greek into Spanish. Now, if you think Spanish was tricky, then spare a thought for Greek learners. They have to contend with masculine, feminine, and also neuter nouns. These ma nouns were originally neuter in Greek. They were first borrowed into Latin, which also had a neuter category. But as Spanish developed from Latin, neuter and masculine categories fell together, turning these ma nouns into masculine nouns. So they're not strictly misbehaving, they just haven't left their Greek ways behind them. Unless you know Greek, it's hard to know whether a noun ending in ma belongs to this group or not. The word victima, for example, meaning victim, wasn't borrowed in this way and is a feminine noun as you'd expect. But generally, it's a good clue if English has a very similar cognate for the same word, like hologram or program. So, master these special masculine nouns in Spanish, and you'll sound like you have a great grasp of the language. And as well as Spanish, you can say that you speak a bit of ancient Greek too.